Husband 35M disrupted BBQ event and blames me 34F for our marriage issues. Can we recover from this? My husband caused a commotion and had a verbal argument with my brother, blaming me for disrespecting him by not giving him the car keys to leave. I, 34F, and my husband, 35M, have just experienced the biggest fight we ever had, and it feels like divorce is inevitable. We have been together for 7 years and married for 2. We don't have kids yet, but I recently found out I am pregnant, and only my mom, 58F, knows at this point. 2 months ago, everything was fine in our relationship. We live in Toronto in a condo and recently got a puppy. We had the usual disagreements like most couples, but nothing unmanageable. Recently, my husband suggested we move to Calgary due to the lower cost of living compared to Toronto. While it's worth considering, I'm not completely on board because my husband doesn't fully acknowledge the importance of our family support here. Moving would mean leaving our support system behind. We are very close to my family. My mom, brother, 32M, and sister-in-law, 27F, live about 20 minutes away, and we see them and my extended family often. In contrast, my husband isn't close to his family. He has limited communication with his sisters and only tolerates his parents, who never really accepted me due to my religion. Despite my efforts to build a relationship with them, it reached a point where only my husband communicates with them. I encourage him to mend these relationships, especially with the baby on the way, hoping we can start fresh with his family. He even agreed to let me inform his sisters about the pregnancy. The problem arose last Saturday at my brother's BBQ. About a week prior, my husband mentioned the possibility of moving to Calgary to my mom, who wasn't thrilled about it. I wasn't excited either because we had no concrete plans. During the BBQ, I asked my husband not to bring it up, as it had upset my mom, and I wanted us to have a good time. He promised he wouldn't mention it. My brother, who got married last year and had his reception in May after his wife got her visa, suggested we throw a small party, as he felt it was unfair that he had a wedding and reception while we didn't. We got married at City Hall and chose to invest in our condo instead. I would consider a party, but my brother doesn't know I'm pregnant, and I prefer to focus on our future with the baby. During this conversation, my husband suddenly said, "I don't want to feed those people. We are going to Calgary," in front of everyone. I was upset because he wasn't supposed to mention Calgary, and his delivery was rude. My husband noticed my change in mood and asked privately what was wrong. When I explained, he got angry and decided to leave the BBQ. We had come in one vehicle with the puppy and all his stuff. Although the BBQ was nearly over, my husband made a scene searching for the car keys and making a dramatic exit. When he couldn't find the keys, he repeatedly asked me for them in a rude manner. I told him to calm down and give me a few minutes to pack up the puppy, but he was adamant about leaving immediately. When I didn't give him the keys, he raised his voice and started swearing, prompting my brother to intervene. They got into a verbal argument before my sister-in-law pulled my brother away. I was crying because my husband had never behaved this way in front of my family. I eventually gave him the keys, and he drove off, leaving me and our puppy behind. In hindsight, I realize I should have given him the keys sooner, but at the moment, I didn't think about it. I was worried about how it would look if he just left us behind. When I called him, he blamed me, saying I caused his character to be attacked in front of my family and that I didn't respect him. My mom was worried about me being alone with him, but I assured her I'd be okay. We tried to talk it out, but it led to more fighting, airing repressed feelings and past grievances. This back and forth has been ongoing for 2 days, and we both haven't gone to work, questioning if we should stay together. I don't know if divorce is the answer, but I'm wondering if he's right. Was it my fault? And was I being disrespectful? Should we try to reconcile or end the relationship?